Hello developers, welcome back to the complete web development course, and in this video we are going to see and we are going to learn the CSS. Okay, so let's go and let's deep dive into the CSS things. So we have covered so much of things in fundamentals of HTML and CSS, and we have covered almost too much of things in HTML. Now it's time to cover some CSS parts as well, and slowly and gradually we will see and we will do some more projects. So your tables in HTML and everything like tables in HTML, like division tag, everything will be covered slowly and gradually with building some amazing mini projects and mini web pages. So here let's just see. So just open your VS Code editor, and as of right now let me just open this. Click here and 1 second, let me just, I have open here already. Yeah, now see. So as of right now we have done this. Okay, so we have started our HTML journey, and we had done this sample blog template, right? So we had done this. Now what we are going to do here is we are going to see the CSS, and we are going to work with CSS now, and we are going to learn CSS now. So just stay focused and yeah, just do it. So now let's understand. I had already told you what is CSS. CSS means cascading style sheet. So CSS is mainly used for like styling your web pages. Okay, so to add some animations, of course by CSS you can add little amazing animations, also scrolling animation, or smooth scroll, a smooth scrolling, and too much of things you can add. Okay, so now here what you can do is so I don't think so I have to tell you in so much of detail that what is CSS, right? It's a fourth or fifth standard question. Or what is CSS? CSS is a cascading style sheet. It is used to just style your web page and HTML documents. You just need to style your web page to make your website more attractive, more sexier. So that's why CSS is there. So we will see how to style this tag like this h1 h2 or whatever. We will see, definitely we are going to see. So now let's just open our VS Code editor and let's see how to inject the CSS. So if you have remember, I had told you how to just attach the CSS, how to inject the CSS by using this style tag under this head tag. So this is called as internal CSS. Okay, this is called as internal CSS. So CSS can be applied by three ways. Okay, internally, inline, and then external CSS. So let's see how to inject your CSS. See how to inject your CSS by all three ways. So just see, if just suppose here what I can do is let's see what our agenda is. Our agenda is to change the color of the complete web development course heading. So this is the heading and I have to change the color. So what I can do is I will just go to this tag, go to this element. Hey, where is my here it is, course introduction. Okay, here it is, header, the complete web development course. So here what I'll do is I'll just put one space inside this open now, fine, it is inside this h1 tag, and there I will write style. Of course you have to add this style attribute. As soon as you write the style, just see, contains CSS styling declarations. It will contain the CSS styling declaration. So this attribute will be having its property, and when you just put equal to and double quotation, here you can declare your CSS properties. So let's say I want to change the color. So to change the text color, you just simply need to write color. Okay, every time if you want to change any paragraph color, any heading color, any color, okay, any text color, any content text color, then in that case you need to use this color property and then just specify the value of this property, like which color you want. So let's say color :blue. So if I want this as blue in color, so just save it. Now when you write this style equal to, a style means this attribute, and then equal to, and then under this double quotation mark you have to specify your CSS. You have to declare your CSS. Now the CSS will be attached. Now save it and let's check. Okay, let it load. Yeah, see, the complete web development course, it is already in blue color. Now see, so this way you can change the text colors. So this is what, this is inline CSS. Why? Because I am trying to add the CSS in the same line or not. I'm trying to add the CSS in the same line. So this is simply known as inline CSS. Now why inline CSS? Why I have to use this? Suppose you, sometimes what we do is, it's just a very small, only one or two properties are there for that particular tag or particular element. So in that case there is no sense, okay, this makes no sense to create one extra file for it, or extra a style tag to just write a single declaration of a CSS property. You don't need to write. Okay, so to make it more simple, we just add this here. So that's why it is known as inline CSS. Fine. Okay, so this is what, this is inline CSS. Let me write here is, okay, sorry, yeah, inline CSS in h1 tag. Perfect it is. So this is inline CSS because the CSS is in the line. Done. Now just suppose what I can do is, when I just go to this head tag, and under this a style tag, I had told you already in the starting of the course that, okay, by using a style tag under head tag, you can write all your CSS properties. Okay, you can declare the CSS. But here this style of adding CSS is known as internal CSS. Why internal? Because you are doing you are adding the internally, you are adding in the same page, right? You are adding the CSS in the same page internally. That's why it is simple internal CSS. So this way of writing CSS is called as internal CSS. Now how internal CSS will be written? As just a simple a style tag under this head tag. Yes, not anywhere. Okay, under this head tag it must be. Okay, so a style tag, you just need to write a style tag, then use the selectors and then define some properties. Simple it is. Yes or no? So this is internal CSS. I had already told you, so I don't need to, I don't think so I had to tell you again and again the same thing. Okay, so yeah, this is internal CSS. So this is internal CSS, this is inline CSS. Now why internal CSS? So suppose you there is requirement to just write 5-6 tags. Okay, 5 6 7 8 tags. Then when you have to style that tags, just use a style tag here under the head tag and write all your CSS things. It is simple. But now just see, you are working on a real-time project, and in a real-time project there are lots of CSS codes. There is not only 1 line, 2 line or 5 line or 7 line, maybe 1000 lines of code. So to manage all the code in the same file is bit complex, and also it's not improve the readability of the code, rather it reduces the readability of your code. So what you have to do is, you just need one extra file to manage all your CSS properties and declaration. So do that. Okay, so to do that, what you need to do is just create one extra file for your CSS and then just write there all the CSS properties that you want. Yeah, that's simple, and that is known as external CSS, because your code, the CSS code, is now externally kept there outside of your HTML document. So that is external CSS. Okay, so let's say I want this all same things. Okay, so suppose first of all let me just comment this. Okay, so suppose I commented, yeah, I commented here. Okay, how to comment? Just select all the things. Okay, and press control slash. When you press control slash, it will it will just comment the things automatically. Okay, so if I just do it, it will comment me. And if I just okay, one second, if I press Ctrl Z, it will uncomment my, I'll just undo this. Yeah, now see, I will just comment this by pressing Ctrl slash. Perfect it is. Now when you want to uncomment it, just remove this dash part from where you want to uncomment the part. Simple it is. Now it's working again. So I will just select, as of right now I am just selecting this and press Ctrl slash. So now it comments. Now fine it is. So just see, when I save this, now no CSS is applied to the image tag and the related post-img class. So if you go below here and if you just see, image is this. Yeah, here it is. So image webdev.jpg. now here there is no CSS applied to it. Of course there is no CSS applied to it. And here if you just see where it is dash img, where it is what's the class related post img. So related post may be below. Yes, here it is. So now related post img is here. Now the styling will be gone. Yeah, let's see in the updated web page. See how the picture is coming now. It's coming in too much big format, right? Big size. So I have to apply the css, suppose. So what are the ways? I have inline css as well. So what I can do is I will just go to this image section and say, hey image, I want to style you. So I don't want to write any somewhere line of code of css. So here I will just write a style equal to, and then I will simply put the width. Okay, let's put the width. Yes, width, let's say 720 pixel. And now if you want to apply more than one css, then just put one semicolon and then again put the declaration. So let's write here height 420 pixel, and then again you can close, you can end terminate through semicolon and just save it. So when I save this, now again this both css will be applied to my image element. Now let's see this. Just wait. See, it's again coming or not? It's again coming or not? So this is what this is inline css, and previously it was done through internal css, which was retained under the style tag here in the head tag. Yes or no? That's the thing. Now what you can do more is, suppose I don't want this inline css, I want this to be written in external css somewhere in external file. So what I can do is just remove this and save it and create one folder. First of all, let me create one folder, and I will just create folder css, and under this css what I will write is take new file and then write css. You can just take a style.css. okay, .css is required. Why? Because this is the extension name for your file. So now here style.css will the css code never changed. Okay, the css code will be never changed here also. So what you can write is just write the same thing. So suppose I want to I want to apply the css on image, so I will use the image selector. So this img, when I write this, it will select my image element. Yes, and apply the css whichever I will declare here. So this is known as selector. Okay, so this is my tag selector or element selector, you can say. So image img, then here I can just write width. Okay, and then write again 720 pixel, and then write height, let's say 320 pixel. Let me just write it and do one thing. Blog, go to the blog and just save it, because I have erased the height and width from the tag of img. So now see here, very big picture is coming, right? Because it is taking the default size whatever the original size has. Okay, now just go to the style.css, and I have written width 720 pixel and then height 320 pixel. Right? So now here what I can do is sorry. Okay, now just see what I can do here is I had applied this, no problem in that. Just go here and still it will not work. Like when I save this, still it is not working. Why? Because there is no relation between your HTML file and your CSS file. So why? Because there is no relation between your HTML file and your CSS file. So to create that relation, you have to inject your CSS style.css in blog.html. So I will go to the blog.html and go to this head tag. Okay, and under this head tag I will attach one line of code. I will write simply link. So when I write this link, it will give me the boilerplate line of code. So link rel relation equal to a style set and href hyperlink reference. Then I will just say, hey, just go here, and there is one folder, so slash css, and under this folder a style.css is the css file, and then save it. Now when I save this, now my HTML, this blog.html and this style.css is in now relation. It is now connected to each other. Now all the css will be applied for the corresponding web page. Okay, so style.css will be added to this blog.html, and whatever declaration we have applied here inside this style.css, it will all be applied through the selectors, and yeah, now just see. So my image will be now, see, so now my image is desirable, and it's as per our convenient, as per our choice, that okay, I want the width this and height this one. See, so this is the external CSS that you will write externally from your HTML web page. This is known as external CSS. Inline CSS means in the same element, in the same tag. The second one is internal CSS in the head tag under the style tag, and then the external CSS means you have to just keep one extra file, style.css or whatever the name of the file, .css must be there, external. Okay, and what you have to do is you just simply need to inject inside this head tag, use the link tag, okay, this tag, and rel style set relation equal to style set and href, and then here you have to specify the path of your css file, external css file. So my path is on this css folder, then a style folder, and then sorry, not a style folder, style.css is my file. Simple it is so simple to inject. I hope you can do it. Okay, so now what we can do more is, now when you go here a little bit below, see what is the size of this. Why? Because this related image, related post images, here if you just see what I'm doing here is, so it will select all the images. Okay, img, this selector will select all the corresponding images which is present in this blog.html, right? So when you write alone, the selector itself with the tag name, it will select all the tags for the corresponding web page. Understanding? So it is selecting all the image tag for my blog.html. So if I have, wherever the image tag will be present, it will select all of these and apply the same property to all of them. Okay, here. So that's why all the images are of now the same size, and the size is 720 into 320 pixel. So I have to specify it like by another size, no? So what I can do is I will just go a little bit below, and I had already given a related post, this class. I had already given the related post. Why this class? Because I want to select this as class selector. So what I can do is this class, okay, I will just go to this, let me copy the name of the class, okay, this value, let me copy it, go to style.css and just write dot, and then paste the same name of the class, and then put this this one pair of curly bracket and just write width, okay, equal to 50 pixel, and then here just write height equal to 50 pixel. Now save it and just see the magic. Yes, now when it will be uploaded, yeah, see, it is reloaded, and now see the size comes good now, and yeah, it is fine. This is all about the internal, external, and inline CSS. So yeah, just pause this video, pause for a while, and try to do it by yourself. This is your first work here in this video. As of right now, we have understood that okay, what is inline CSS, what is internal CSS, what is external CSS. Now it's time to apply some more CSS properties here, and let's learn. So let's see, and let's we are going to do what here is we are going to change some style of this text. We are going to style this text like this h1, this text, and whatever text it is here. So let's go, and we are going to write all in the external CSS that we have already created. So let's go to our file, and here I have taken the sticky notes, so that which property I have to tell you, here it is written. So one by one I will tell you. So let's go to our style.css, and here first of all what we have to do is yes, be here. So what I want, my first of all you have to just think that what you want, then accordingly you will apply the things. So I want that this the complete web development course, this is written, yes. So if this is written, I want all this okay, I want to apply this like, sorry, I don't know why what I am speaking. I want to style this heading. Okay, so what I can do in this case, so I will just go, and first of all I have to select the heading element. So go to the blog.html and search there where it is. So here it is. So more above under this header there is h1. So when I just write a style and then write h1, hey, it means what I'm doing here, I'm selecting h1, so it will select all the h1, not the single h1, every h1 present inside this corresponding blog.html, like this web page. Okay, when you write this h1 tag, like this is the element selector, tag selector, selecting elements by tag, you want to select and apply that element to this h1. So h1 will be selected, every h1, not the single h1, every h1 will be selected which is there on blog.html. So now here what I can write is just go and let's say, first of all, let's see what I have to tell you is font size. Okay, so suppose I want to change the font size, so what I can do, just write font dash size. Okay, font dash size. When I just write the font dash size, let me just make it a little bit like this side, open this, and yeah, fine now. So let's see the changes here. So when I write the font size, let's say 40 pixel for this h1 and save it, now just see the font size changed, right? Now to change any font size of your text, you just need to apply font dash size property, remember it. And yeah, you don't need to just keep remember everything in your head while practicing, you will get it easily. So font dash size will change, and this property I can change it to, let's say 26 pixel, so it will to 26 pixel. Now the 40 or 36 pixel is looking very fine, so yeah, now it's totally fine. 36 pixel is quite good. So now what I can do is, so now what I can do is, we have the next font family. So let's see what is the meaning of this font family. So suppose you want to change the style, like you want to change the font style or font family, like this is some default font family. Okay, so what I can do is, here when I just write font dash family, and just it will show you all the font families here by default. Okay, so let's say I'm just writing serif is one of the most famous. So when I just write serif, then save it, so it will now do it to serif. Now when I just write font family sans serif, when I just write it not serif, let's write sans serif and then save it. So see, now the font family has been changed now. So like this you can change the font family of your text, any text. Okay, so like this you can change. Now what is next here is font text transform. Okay, so we have one more, another property is text transform. So text dash transform. So when you just write text dash transform, okay, now here you can give, okay, I want all the text in lowercase, so and save it. So all the letters will be converted into the lowercase, so all your text will be converted, the each text will be converted into the lowercase. So like this you can see. So if you want to write in uppercase, just place this uppercase. Now see, it is all in uppercase. Okay, now one more value is here, the capitalized. So when you just write capitalize, now just save it, so the first letter of your word will be capital and then rest will be a small, and again when the first letter will be capital and again the rest will be a small, first letter capital, next will be a small. So like this you can, if you want, then you have to use text transform, the values should be capitalized. So as of right now I want this to be like uppercase. So now the complete web development, it is good. Okay, fine, let's move forward. So this is the font size, like it will change the size, font family will change the font family, and then the text transform will change the uppercase, lowercase, or capitalize, or whatever you want, right? So like this you can do. So let's see the next one, and the next one is font style. So here when you just write, what do you mean by this font style? Let's see. So font dash style, when I just write this font style, so it means either italic, bold, or whatever, normal, how you want. So if I just want italic, just see and just save it. So see, it is now italic. Okay, so like this you can give the font style like italic or normal or bold. So if I just write here, there is a normal or oblique is here, and save it. so it will make little bit stronger, like little bit bold. And oblique means like bold and italic also, it's just a mixture kind of thing, right? So here you can see. So like this you can take. So font style, let's say I just want to make it italic, so italic is fine as of right now. So now let's move forward, and this is my heading next. Okay, so this is my next text, and just go below, and I don't want to style this a anchor text right now. Okay, so I will leave it. Okay, let's move forward, and then the next thing is this h2. So when I go to this style.css, and here I will just say hey h2, and just select this h2, and yeah, code, just change something. So again, if I want to change the size of this h2, and let's say 28 pixel, save it. So now see introduction, it now changed to 28 pixel. Yes. So again, if I just write font dash family, again let's say sans serif, you can just write like this, sans serif. The font family, the best way to write your font family is under this quotation. You can write also, but I think it's not taking. Oh, one second, it's a mistake. If I just write sans serif right now, it will take. Yeah, fine now. So course introduction web development, here it is written, right? So again, if you want to make it like if you want to style it or just uppercase it, let's say I just want text to transform, and I want to capitalize. I want the first letter capital and then the second letter small of one starting of the words, right? So see, if I just add some more text here, suppose tomorrow, so if I just write by code with Ankit, so just see I am adding this by. Okay, so this by is totally small, but the first letter will be capital when I will save this. Why? Because I have applied the capitalize property. So let's save it and see. So yeah, see, by the b is capital here and the rest is small. Yes or no? So this is the thing. So as of right now, I will remove this. I don't like this here. Yeah, as for your understanding only, I had done that. Okay, let's move forward, and we have then this paragraph, I think. Yeah, this is the paragraph. So what I can do is take the p tag and then just select this. So all the paragraph tag on the blog.html will be selected, and here if you apply any kind of property, it will apply to all of the paragraphs. Yeah, now see here, when I just write font dash style, oh sorry, not the font, so first of all I want the font dash size because it is very small right now. So let's write, I think it's 16. Yeah, by default it is 16. So if I just write 16 pixel, no changes will be seen inside the paragraph font C because it is by default already 16. So let me just make it little bit bigger. So if I just put it 22 pixel and save it, now see the font size got increased. Yes or no? Yes or no? Right? So like this you can do. Now font size is increased and everything is fine here now. So as of right now it is fine, no problem in that. But see, one more important thing you can there is one more amazing property here, that is line height property. Okay, this line height property you can see. Okay, so line height property is what, if you can just see, this paragraph has two lines, right? So the space between two lines is known as line height. Okay, so if you can just see, okay, I will show you here. When you just write line dash height, and when you take this line dash height as let's say 1.5, so line height property value will be given with understand, line height property value will be given with no unit. So only I will write 1.5 here. So let's save it. Now see the increased, see the space between these two lines is now increased. So if I just write 2.5, let's say, it will increase more. Yeah, see, now it is more increased. How it's working? Okay, I mean how why it's because we are setting its the line height 2.5 pixel. So this 1.5 here or 2.5 here means this 1.5 means it will, the line space, okay, the line height, the space between these two lines will be taken as 1.5 into the font size. 1.5 of its this font size. Yes, this means 1.5 means 1.5 into 22 pixel, like this. Are you understanding? So like this we can do. Okay, so if you take 16 and save it, so now see the line height will be down, okay, less. Now when you just see 22 pixel here, then the line height will increase, and then again when you take the 55 pixel, see again it's increasing. So like this you can take. Okay, so line height is a very amazing thing. Okay, it is mostly used in giving navigation line heights. Okay, navigation bar, when you create the menu bar, navigation bar on any website, there it is mostly useful property, line height. So it is like a space between two lines. Are you understanding now? So let's move forward. So I will just keep it 22 pixel as of right now and save it. So this is perfect. Okay, and I can take 1.7, and it's also good, but it's too much. Yeah, see, so 1.5 is very fine as of right now, so I will take it. Yes, that's fine. Now what we have more here is when you just go below, we have this h3 also. Yeah, h3 as well. So after this h2 I want to declare the h3. No problem, you can declare anywhere. Yes, so h3, let's say font dash size. So I want this font size to be treated as 26 pixel, and then font family should be sans serif. No problem here, so save it. Now just check the third. Yeah, now this course content is also good, but I will take it 24. Now it's fine. Course content, this is sans serif, and change the paragraph font dash family as well. So font family means sans serif. One more important thing here is there is no fixed rule that you have to define first of all font size then font family. No, you can take it above, below. You can like change the order also. Okay, no problem in that. It is not a hard and fixed rule that you should define always font size at the top. Okay, it's not that thing. It's in my habit, that's why I'm just doing. You can take the line height above also, and the font family in middle also. No problem in it. You can change the order as well. No problem in that. Okay, so here just see and save it. Now when you see it, the sans serif is applied to this h3 as well. Okay, so this is the h3. I think this is the h3. Now let's move forward. Do we have more things here? Yes, let's go below. We have h4 as well. So go to this related post, and here it is the related post. Now what I can do here is when I just take h4. Okay, I'm taking this h4 and I want, hey h4, I want to change the font size, and I want to change this font size as 20. What you can take the font size of, okay, 22 pixel is not okay. This font size, so let me change the paragraph to 18. Okay, now fine, the paragraph is 18, and what I can do more here is let's change the h4 to 24 pixel and save it. Now I had taken it. Okay, related post, it is coming. Yes, still you can see the difference between this font family and this font family. It is not the same yet. Yes, why? Because I haven't changed the font dash family. Okay, so font dash family I will change here and write sans serif. Okay, oh sorry, sans serif, and save it. So now see here the font family now changed. But one more thing is what I can do is, what I want here is that this related post must come between, like it's in the left, so I can change the alignment also. So to change the alignment of any text, what you need to do is just apply the property text dash align. So here you can just say left, right, center. So I will just put the center, and yes, now see related post. Okay, now see the related post it is doing. So it will come, it is not coming. Okay, what you can just see when I'm just increasing it, see it is in the middle of the entire web page. Not you can say that it's the middle of the entire web page. It's because it's the middle of this h4, because this h4 is covering the entire height of the web page. Okay, entire height of the web, that's why it is in the middle. Okay, so that's it, that's the thing. One more thing here. Fine now. Okay, so like this you can change the text align. Text dash align will change the alignment of your text. So if I just write right, so right, it will move it to the right side, and when I just say left, it will take it me again to the left side, and when I just don't write anything, by default it is left, no problem in that. So text dash align, and I want this to be at center, so just write center, so it will be in center now. Yes, so this way you can write too much of things. Now just see some more important things. If you just take care that this is the for absolute beginners, this is, I think, a strong content I have given. Yes, of course. Now when you just see what here is okay, see, this is the introduction to JavaScript code. This is the link, this is the link, and here is the link. And one more here, if you can see, this yes and no is not changed yet, and this is still not changed. Okay, this is like li elements is there now, so it is still not changed. Okay, so what we can do is here, what we can do, so we can do following things like, okay, when I just go to this blog.html, and what's the part of this, this is the part of course content. So course content, let me make it a little bit more bigger, and yes, here it is. So li, it is li. Okay, so it is li, and it is li. If this is li, so what I can do here, just take li after this paragraph. Let me take li, select this li, so it will select all the list items present inside the blog.html. Yes, all. And yes, so we are using li here and li here, so it will affect both the li things. Okay, so here when you just write font dash size, let's say 16 pixel, and save it, so it will still be the same, and let it make it 18 pixel. So now see, it now changed. And when you just change it to font dash family sans serif, yes, now save, so now both is changed. Okay, so font family is changed and font size is changed. And again, if you want to change the font style, font dash style, and let's take it as italic and save it. So now see, it's perfect. So like this you can style the text elements in your web pages, and still many more are there, so we'll cover each and every time, like, yeah, while doing some amazing web pages designs, we will cover each and everything, don't worry about it. So like this you can do. Okay, now when you just make it a little bit bigger, now you can see the complete web development course introduction, web development, and it's looking quite fine now, right? So like this you can do whatever you want with your web page. Okay, so this way you can just style the things. And yes, so I had taught you the font size, font family, text transform, font style, line height, text align. Okay, so many more we will see. Okay, so now one more important thing here is, just see if you can focus clearly here. What the thing is key, this font size is 36 pixel, no problem in that. This is 28, this is 24. But one of the common things in all of them is this font family. You can see the sans serif is almost in all the elements. So why not to group this together? Why? Because I have to write each and every time the single line of code, right? So this is not the perfect thing. This is not the like what you can say, this is not the right thing, right? To write each and every time we have to repeat too much of code, the same code we need to repeat. Okay, so I personally don't like, and I think even you don't like repeating all the time the same things, right? So for this, yeah, of course there is some amazing things, that is combining selectors. We will combine all the selectors and then apply all the same properties. We will see it definitely for sure. So we will see it in the next video, and I think yeah, it's enough for now. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye, take care.